There we go. My bad, y'all.
I don't know where I'm at. I mean, I assume that I'm around $400 still profitability just from the original cost, but that could be even less. Let's go ahead and crunch these numbers without any of this additional. So 32.75 minus the first day we got materials was $1,200. Man, I bid materials on this job at $1,000. Somebody
Jeez.
said the materials alone were going to cost 32.75, and you might be right. So the first day on materials we spent 1,200 minus the second day we spent 500. The third day we
Damn.
spent 170, and then the fourth day we spent 160. So just with the materials cost thus far, not even including the $319 I got to get ready to go spend this morning, we were at $1,245 left in profitability. So you're looking at
Damn.
a little bit more than $2,000 just in materials. And I said the materials alone were going to cost
1,200
$1,000. Shit, you know what
or
I forgot to include?
$1,000.
The
Damn.
dumpster rental, $300. That brings us down to $945. And let me tell you, Gene, you know what Gene made last week for 4 days of work? He made $800. Joe made nothing. So after all of that is said and done, I'm left with $145 on that job. So if the job were to end today,
Damn.
which it wouldn't, I would
God dang, dude. Talk about hurting yourself. I mean, I know he had to pay Gene. Gene made $800. Shit. That's crazy. I don't know. Hopefully, this will be a hard lesson learned for him. But I don't know. He's got a history of underbidding. I don't know why.
have made nothing. I would have lost money. So with this additional, let's go ahead and add that in and then subtract. So we can add the 250, we can add the 800, and we can add the 350, which brings us up to $1,500 minus 320 for materials and minus another 200 for Gene today, which will bring me
Damn.
down to $1,025 is what I'll make
Well, that's a better profit than 145. Shoot, I'll take it. That's better than 145.
for this grueling week of work, which divided by Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday is 5 days. Divided by 5 is 205 per day. I made the same thing Gene made.
Mm.
Yeah. And Gene don't even know it yet, but we're going to work today. Oh, and by the way, the grain
Yeah, how pissed do you think he's going to be if he gets hold of Gene and Gene's like, "Yeah, I'm sorry, I can't work today, or I got something going on today."
in total for the roof would end up costing, with all things included, 46.75. Now I had a conversation with the homeowner yesterday, and they were talking about holding off on some things like the fascia, some things that they would put off for a little bit. So the original cost of the roof was 32.75, and now we're going to tack on an additional 1,050, 1,100, an additional $1,400. I think that that's pretty damn fair. I mean, obviously, it's pretty damn fair considering all things that we're up against. And I don't even know if jacking up this roof is going to go according to plan. It sounds
You know, the way everything has went on this so far, if they're gonna jack up that roof, something tells me it ain't gonna go the way they think.
good in theory, but does it even work? Let me tell you something. That's going to be a dangerous operation right there, Jack. That's going to be a dangerous operation.
I don't think I've ever seen roofers up on a roof with a jack trying to jack up a uh, a beam. That's crazy.
And how the hell I'm going to do that? I understand getting the jack in there, but what do I have to cut loose in an effort to jack that son of a bitch up? The whole rafter. I mean, the whole crossbeam.
He's like, I gotta. He's like, I gotta do the whole freaking cross beam. Oh man.
I got to get the jack position cut, and I can't film that. All right.
Oh, come on, Joe. You can film that, man. We want to see it. What do you mean you can't film that? Come on. We want to see it.
Let's see if this is going to play out in theory according to plan. 9:06 in the morning. Weather is not looking favorable at all. It's saying it's not going to rain till 5 o'clock. But my God, does it look dreary outside.
Looks shitty. Yeah.
Put together the revised estimate for the roof. Haven't sent that yet. And getting ready to hit the bank so that I can put the last little bit of cash, the last little bit of money that I have to my name in the bank so that I can get my account from being overdrafted. Huh. And there goes another cop right there, blue lights on. He's going to something. Not sure if you can see him way up there. He's flying. Yeah, so real quick, I want to share with you. I just saw something wild on the interstate.
Okay.
You know, I watched this police SUV fly up behind somebody, and I was like, oh yeah, he's definitely about to go get them. Turned on his lights, like I imagine he would, because he was probably trying to pull that car over. And in turn, what he was doing was just trying to blow past them, a couple of cars right there, including the one that he was riding the ass of, so that he could hurry up and get over on the exit ramp, because there were too many cars in the way. As soon as he got over on the exit ramp, he shut his lights off, and I was like, what a piece of shit. You know?
That's exactly what I was thinking. Like, what a dickhead. I've seen them do that, man. Cops using their lights to try to get through traffic when they really don't have an emergency to go to or a call to go to.
Causing the car in front of him to probably be freaking out. I would have been slamming on the brakes and trying to pull over. So that could have went kind of adverse for him, but I guess it worked out. Maybe he was going somewhere. I don't know why he cut his lights off, though. Anyways, who am I to judge? Because my judgment and my sense of being is unbelievably flawed. I am the worst at everything. So here we are, Saturday morning.
You know, it is crazy that everything he's failed at, man. But you got to keep trying, man. You keep trying, you keep trying. Eventually, something will stick. You know, he had his own. It'll be honest. It's been a long day, but yeah, he had his own painting painting company, and that didn't work out. He did flipping houses for a little bit when he had some extra money. That didn't work out too well. Then he what else did he get into? He was doing something. Now he's just doing little odds and end jobs off of Craigslist. Which, I mean, hey, whatever you got to do, you know.
Wanting to get out to this job by 10 o'clock. I'm going to the bank and then I'm going to Lowe's. But here's the deal. I can't get in contact with Gene. I've been blowing him up since 8 o'clock.
See, I told you. He probably ain't gonna be able to get hold of Gene. Gene's like, ah, fuck that. It's Saturday.
I'm sure he's exhausted and asleep, I would imagine. But damn, man, it just sucks because he's gotten paid already. He's already made $800 for the week. But yet, in order for Joe to see any money whatsoever, I can't do anything unless I have him. because not only do I need his help, he's also got my van and all of my tools. I couldn't do anything if I wanted to, even if I was going to attempt to do this by my damn self.
Yeah, he can't. Shit. You know, if he didn't have Gene, he couldn't do any of these jobs. So he better not piss Gene off ever because, I mean, he relies on Gene for most of these jobs that he does.
So, really hoping that he wakes up and we can go out here and do this. Because again, if we don't do it now, we're not going to get a chance to do this until the end of next week. And who wants to leave a roof half finished for a week? Nobody wants to do no shit like that. All right, let me hit this ATM real quick and try to get my count from the negative. Just leaving from the bank.
Dude, I've been there. I've had my account in the negative several times, multiple times. I think we've all been there at one point, and sometimes just by accident, not calculating things right.
What an I can't even deposit money without that being an adventure. So I had $580 in cash plus a $200 casino voucher, which I haven't cashed in yet. So I go try to put this cash in the bank, and tell me why it keeps trying to tell me that one of the hundreds that I have is a check. And I mean, it's got the metallic strip in it. It feels.
That's one of them older hundreds. That's why. I have a hard time getting the ATM to take them older hundreds too. That's definitely one of them older ones. Because well, I'm sure we all know what the newer ones look like. Got the blue strip down the middle, all fancy colors.
Feels a little iffy now that I'm feeling it. But, you know, this money comes from the casino. Were people passing bad money in the casino? And then I ended up with that, and now I'm looking at a federal indictment because I'm trying to deposit freaking counterfeit bills into the bank.
Right.
Would be my luck, right? Yeah, I attempted
That's
to put
kind
that
of luck I got, dude.
100 in there twice, and it kept saying that it was a check. I saw the metallic strip in there. I don't know nothing about counterfeit money. I was going to say I don't know much about it. I don't know anything about it. So anyways, I was able to put $480 in the bank. I've got $380, 300 something, $18, because my account was overdrafted by $160. The fall off needs to be studied. So I'm heading out to the Lowe's that's closest to the job, which is 15 minutes away from the job, but I'm going to go to that Lowe's because they have all of the materials that I need. My local Lowe's was missing one of the materials that I needed, which was some roof tar. I need a gallon of roof tar. But
dude, you need to get a hold of Gene though, man. If you can't get Gene out there, can't do anything.
Still 9:16 in the morning and no word from Gene, which is not surprising, but also so unbelievably disheartening. But I shouldn't expect anything less.
But yeah, I mean, why would he be mad though? Because I'm sure Gene wasn't expecting, because they normally don't work on weekends, you know? So I'm sure Gene wasn't expecting them to work on Saturday. So he probably, yeah, I'm sure he's sleeping in. He's been busting his ass too, you know? So, I mean, he can't be mad at him. Should have told him yesterday before they left or split from the job that, hey, we're going to work tomorrow. Talking about Saturday.
He told me yesterday too when we were leaving. He was like, yeah, man, just call me if you need anything. I'm sure he's asleep, so I'm not knocking him, but I just wish that I could get in contact with him. So, okay, worst case scenario, he's asleep. Sleep till 10. Let's get out there by 11. That's 6 straight hours we can put on this thing. You know, we're rested. We're going to go right into shingling. I'll go work on the roof. I've got the structure. I've got the jack. I'll have the wood. Let's knock this thing out, man. Let's get done with this so we can move on. God, I hope Gene's gonna answer the phone.
He's praying. He's like, please.
sitting at Lowe's Pro area.
I told y'all he lives at Lowe's. And every video he's at Lowe's.
The contractor loading area. Uh, Still ain't able to get in contact with Gene. I've been blowing his phone up. And I think about it from an outsider's perspective. Hey, it's the weekend, you know.
Yep.
Ain't nobody trying to work on the weekend for real. Buddy's probably exhausted. Yeah, I get it. But damn it, I want to get this job done. If we don't get this job done, we can't move on to anything else. I can't get the materials until I talk to Gene. It ain't even no point in getting the materials until I talk to Gene.
Yeah.
Can't contact the homeowner to find out if we can even come over there today, if they'll even be there, if the garage will be unlocked, because some of our tools are in the garage. Some of the work that we need to do is in the garage. They might not be there. Everything relies
It might be fucking screwed, dude. Might just be screwed.
on my ability to be able to get in contact with Gene. And I'm not putting this on him because, again, I get it. You know, it's the weekend. This is so last minute. This week of weather has been the worst, to be honest. I was telling the husband of the woman that we're doing the job for yesterday, I was like, you know, you're doing a roof, so it's going to be the worst weather. That's just how it works out. But, you know, I just want to get paid. I guess that's my biggest thing, is I just want to get paid. I want to
Yeah,
get this
he
thing
wants to
done
get
so
that
we can
money.
say that we got it done. And then figure out moving on. Because, gosh almighty, I want to move on and regroup. This job has taken so much
Get
out
away
of me
from this job.
week. And I swear I don't share these things to be bitching about them, because, you know, reiterating the fact, I did this to myself. The price was what it was. Should have been draws on this damn job, for God's sakes. I needed it, as broke as I am. Puts it into perspective that I can no longer afford to foot the bill all the way through on a job of this magnitude. But we've been
No,
getting
I
it
need to
done.
get half up
I
front.
would just hate, I guess, you know, as much as I want to get paid for this, and I do, I also would hate to leave this roof half done with a week's worth of rain coming, and we've got this window of 6 hours to get the shit knocked out today. And we might not even get done today, but you know what? We'll be unbelievably close. We might get it done, but we probably won't even get a chance to work on it. All right, I guess I'm going to run in here and grab these materials real quick. It's the least that I can do. And hopefully maybe I'll hear from Gene in the meantime.
Something tells me he ain't gonna hear from him.
More materials. More materials. Getting ready to be leaving from Lowe's. Oh, goody. All right. Hey, I went and got the materials. And
Okay.
in that time, Gene woke up. Gene's ready to rock and roll. No matter what. That's my freaking road dog.
Did good, man. It's a good thing, Gene. I was gonna say I'm sure Gene was sleeping, but yeah, Gene is his dude. Like he can't. He's got to be good to Gene, man. Because if Gene ever quit working for him, he couldn't get half of this shit done.
He's there for me. And we're going to go do this. I also spoke with the homeowner via text. I let them know that what the game plan was. And we're getting ready to try to make things shake. I actually got time to do some breakfast. And I should. I don't have any money really to my name per se. But I should treat myself to some breakfast, because I'm going to need all the energy that I can muster. Told Gene, let's get out there around 11 o'clock. Rain's not calling until... There's a Burger King right there. I'll go do Burger King breakfast. Rain's not calling for it until...
Burger King breakfast. Nah, I've done breakfast at Burger. I think McDonald's is better as far as breakfast. Now, as far as burgers and shit like that, I think Burger King is better. But I've tried Burger King's breakfast before, and I wasn't too impressed with it.
5-ish. So let's go frickin'. Hey, let's go do it, man. I don't even know what I just spent in Lowe's. Damn, I need that receipt, and I was moving in haste. Oh, I got it right here. $260.
Damn.
A little bit cheaper than what it was supposed to be. It was supposed to be $319, and or three something. I can't remember exactly what. But I didn't have to buy the metal coil. I actually found some in my basement when I was looking for that jack, which I found that as well too. So we're gonna go do breakfast at Burger King. Put on that Burger King crown.
Don't get to work.
And get ready for a day. I'm gonna need some energy. I'm gonna need me some energy. I just let you walk past and you sat here gritting on me like there was a problem. Wearing sandals with pants. Who the frick does that?
Yo, I'm glad to see that's not just in Florida, man. Apparently you got dickheads everywhere, man. Everybody says their place is the worst. There's dickheads everywhere, man. I don't care if you're in Texas, Arizona, California, Florida. I get people like that all the time, man. You let them go across and they stare at you like with an evil mug. It's like, bitch, I'll run you over.
Can't win for losing. It's 11 a.m. and it's raining. I've been out here
Oh shit.
since 10:30 waiting on Gene. It's Gene's fault that it's raining.
It ain't
It
his
is.
fault.
Yeah, it's raining decent. Maybe it's just gonna pass. Kind of looks like it might. I don't give a damn. We about to roof this bitch in the rain. I'm not playing. I want this shit done. I don't give a damn if it rains all day on us, and it is raining. God, it's raining good. Yeah, raining nice on us.
Yeah.
That's a steady rain. Yeah, it is.
As long as it ain't pouring, you'd be good.
Everything getting wet.
And as long as it ain't lightning. You don't want to be standing up on a roof when it's lightning.
Can't win for losing. Not at all. Not on this one. All right, here is our jacking up. We've already got it all jacked up.
Wow.
There's our jack down low. We had to take the 2x6s and put them together like that. Thank God our screws didn't bust. Hey, you want to talk about structural work? Needing a permit? Well, that right there is what we just did. We just broke the shit out of that guy, and that's what I guess we wanted to do. So
Oh,
that's how
no.
badly bowed this shit was. So we're about to put a sister piece inside of here, and then we're gonna put another piece on the outside, and that's gonna shore up all that jazz right there.
Uh, isn't that kind of like that's just like a Band-Aid though. Shouldn't you replace that whole thing? I don't know. I guess they can't now because they done laid all the plywood on the top. But dang.
Yeah, man. All right, she is unbelievably secured up here. So we doubled up some 2x4 behind here, and then we've got this big ass 2x6 running across right there.
I guess
And
that'll
the problem
work.
is I can't get the screws out. We've already loosened the jack. She didn't budge at all. But I don't have a long enough bit on my impact. Little nub action right there. Yeah, I can't get the damn screws out. Might have to cut them off.
Damn, he looks whipped.
Saturday, 11 to 5:45 is what we worked out there today. Gave Gene $200 for today. It was a tough sledding out there for sure. All we really got done was the front, which was the easier side. The front, I don't think any side of this has actually been the easier side. And then we finished up the.
And I know it's a lot of work for two people, man. But if that was a roofing crew, like an actual crew of like six guys, they could have tore that thing down and had it up in a day or two. I mean, shit. When we got roof replaced on this place that I'm at, it was I think they had 8 guys, and it took them 2 days. And I think, man, I know Joe just wanted the money, man. But you know, they if they would have went with a regular roofing contractor, they probably could have had that done in a day or two because there's only 600 square foot. I mean, but hey, I'm glad he got it. But still, I bet you he won't do another roofing job. If he does, he better price it right next
top and the
time.
dormer, and we did ridge caps along the front, the top, and the dormer. But we had to jack up and fix some stuff first and foremost, so that was kind of a pain in the ass. And then we had to flash and all sorts of stuff. I tell you what, though,
So they didn't get it done.
half a day is all we got left. So when I said that this job would take 2 days and somebody said that it would take me 4, well, it's taken me, what, 5.5 days to get this done? And I'm not tripping on it. Gene will have made more money off of this job than I did. Whatever. Hey, whatever, man. The
Hey,
fact of the matter
you
is I
lose
come
some
out of this
sometimes.
thing with some type of a profit. I guess is the silver lining. Obviously, wanting more should have been more. Even after putting together the additional cost, I can't charge them more because I bid too little. Maybe
Yeah.
I should have. But look at this. Check this out. The rain is literally just now starting. So even if we wanted to finish this thing tonight, work into the night, we couldn't. Because there's a hurricane. Which is
But it's not a hurricane. It's like a tropical depression or a tropical storm. That's not a hurricane.
certainly going to put our roof to the test. Don't really have any pictures or anything of the roof just yet. I was meaning to film how the roof was looking earlier, and I didn't have my phone on me, and I didn't want to get off of the roof to go get it. Yeah. But anyway.
Hmm. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll be there in just a second. Okay. All right, guys. Sorry, I gotta take a quick break, emergency break. I will be right back, y'all. Be right back. Take like a 5-10 minute bathroom break. I'll be right back.
Paramount Plus has movies.
Whoa.
New movies.
Let's show the world what we're made of.
Classic movies. New takes on classic movies.
Get in, loser.
So keep up with the latest blockbusters and relive the moments that keep us coming back.
As if.
So please,
Take a chair.
Thank you.
and start streaming. A mountain of movies on Paramount Plus.
All right, guys. All right, we are back. Hopefully, everybody's back from the break. Had a good bathroom break. Let's get you a drink, get you some snacks, whatever. All right, we are back, y'all. Sorry about that. Had a little bit of a incident there. Nothing major, but it's something I needed to address real quick. But at any rate, let's go ahead and finish Joe here, and then we'll jump into some other stuff because it looks like this one's almost over.
My life is in shambles. I won't get this job done until the next good day, which is, a week away.
Damn.
And after I pay Gene, I've got $200 to my name. How about you now? $200 to last me a week. About to have to sell a camera or two. All right, let's go home and go to sleep.
Go to sleep. Go home and go to sleep. Man, he's having a rough time, yo. I mean, props to him for getting out there and doing, trying to make something happen. But man, he keeps underbidding himself. I don't know why. I just don't get it. Oh, hold on. Oh yeah, I forgot he's got after prison show as well. The final New Orleans jail escapee caught 5 months later. Huh?
We'll try this one more. We'll try this one.
What the fuck?
We'll try this one more time and hope that it doesn't freeze up.
There we
As
go.
I was beginning this is the second time. I'm noticing that this computer is limping in a major way. So let me see if I can capture that same energy on this intro. There are no more jail bars behind me. It almost sounds like the outro of that movie Blow when George Young says there's no more white horses at my door or some shit. I can't remember exactly what he says. Anyways, hey, you remember how I used to have those jail bars in the background?
Mm-hmm.
Which, interestingly enough, was done with a green screen. That's right. That's not a real background right there. I'm not sitting by a pergola and a grill, which is in that picture right there. It's a inside joke, so to speak. Potential job I was going to be doing over on Joe Does Stuff. It fell through. But yeah, it's crazy. That's a green screen right there. And behind that, what used to be jail bars on a green screen is actually real jail bars. Anyways, I know. All trivial nonsense. Hey, what's going on? It has certainly been a while since I have filmed an exclusive video for After Prison Show.
I know,
My God,
it
I've
has
missed you
been.
guys. Forgive me.
It's been a while because he's been messing with that roof. He's been stressing about that thing, man. Shit, he's gonna have a heart attack as much stress he's been under.
I've been away. I've been working my ass off. Working my hands to the bone over on Joe Does Stuff.
Oh,
Getting ready
it's
to start
fucking
a
up.
roofing company like all of a sudden. I'm intrigued with roofing and the amount of money that can be in roofs as well. But anyways, hey, I find myself here for a very good reason, and I know that I'm super late to the party, but I have to address the fact that what everybody already knows, 3 people tagged me in this. Derek Groves was just recently apprehended, the last remaining fugitive of the 10 who escaped from the Orleans Parish Justice Center back in July.
I remember that.
I believe it was July. Maybe it was June. It was 5 months ago. I know that much. And just a mere couple of days ago, I believe it was 2 days ago at the time of me filming this, which is Monday evening, Derek Groves was just apprehended in an Atlanta neighborhood in a house in a crawl space next to an air handler for an HVAC system. Living in pure tea frickin' filth. In prison, he would have been referred to as a frickin' Viking. The way that this dude and his girlfriend were living up in this rental property that I believe was absolutely bombarded and raided in such a way that they had to board up the garage and the windows. I've got footage of the house after Derek Groves was apprehended, and the garage is boarded up, as are some windows. So I imagine they rained down like freaking SEAL Team 6 when it came to apprehend this dude. 5 months he remained on the loose, on the lam, and it is crazy to think that the Cinderella story just ends kind of like a dud, if you ask me. I had made speculations that this guy was in Nova Scotia somewhere, living his best life, possibly learning a new language, maybe living.
Isn't it the point of breaking out of prison to get as far away as you can from the prison you were at? Where did they catch him at? Did they catch him close to where the prison was? Because if so, that's just stupid. You don't want to hang around the prison. You get out, you want to get as far away as you can.
In Tahiti, maybe Turks and Caicos. Nope, he was in frickin' Atlanta. like one
Oh,
state away from Louisiana.
1 state away. Wow. Nah, man, if you're gonna break out, you need to try to get out of the country. Get over to Canada. Get over to Russia, somewhere.
You know, the two who got apprehended in Texas made it farther than anybody else of the 10 who escaped. And it's crazy to think that Derek Groves wasn't but probably less than 200 miles away. And it just isn't as glamorous or heroic as was left to the imagination prior to him getting arrested.
Yep.
And, you know, to go ahead and throw even more salt on the wound, it's not like the police did anything in this matter, neither. Now, I don't know all of the details. I haven't even read one story in relation to this. I haven't had.
Was he really renting that place though, or were they just living in like an abandoned place? Because who would, unless he used a fake name, who would rent to him? Especially knowing he's a fugitive on the loose.
At time, I've seen a couple of videos. We're going to look at some of those here today. And from what I've gathered, it all stemmed from an argument between him and his girlfriend in the morning. I guess it was like a loud argument. Maybe the neighbors heard this. From the videos that I've seen, it's being reported, and, you know, take this with a grain of salt, that it was his girlfriend who turned him in. Maybe she just got
Ooh.
sick of his shit.
See, that's why you got to be careful, y'all. You got to watch them girls, man. Girls will get you in trouble, man. You got to stay away from them. And especially if you're on the loose and you're a fugitive, don't piss her off. She'll turn your ass in a heartbeat.
Sick of the way that he was laid up in the house, not doing shit. I guess allegedly chewing nothing but freaking bubble gum and leaving like the cans of the bubble gum all over the place. Let's go ahead and look at a couple of videos real quick and just see what we can make of this. See what I can make of this. Because again, Joe is hella late to the party, which is crazy to think, especially with as much as I covered the New Orleans escape.
What the fuck? Who would want to be with him? He looks kind of. I mean, maybe he's got. I'm sure he's got a. Maybe because he's got a big package, but otherwise, I don't see what the draw appeal would be there.
I had to cover this. It's over for bro. So I'm guessing this is after Derek Groves was apprehended, possibly sitting for an arraignment, maybe getting a bond hearing. Who the hell think they're giving this guy a bond? It says
he ain't
it's
getting
over
no
for
bond.
bro. Yeah, you know, Buddy had 4 bodies. 4 bodies. So, you know, feel how you will for this guy. Do you feel sorry for him? Like,
Hell no.
Here's the other crazy thing. The
Not
comment
if he
section,
killed
this
4
video
people.
right here is coming from TikTok. The comment section is insane on this thing, talking about free Derek Groves. The sad thing is his original charge, he was in jail for killing the people who killed his grandmother. That is not true. Like, people just took from this what they would just to make this guy heroic, when sadly he was a murderer who's probably going to end up with 4 teardrops when he gets to Angola, where he's going.
He's gonna get the 4 teardrops when he starts crying where he's going. Yeah, I've never understood that. Get the teardrops, like that's supposed to scare anybody. I'm sorry. I've seen people with teardrops and they don't strike me as anybody that strike me as cowards, what they strike me as.
And in relation to killing the people who killed his grandmother, that is not true. His grandmother was killed long before he was even born, and it was a dirty cop and a hitman, and they both were apprehended in relation to that particular tragedy taking place with his grandmother being killed. Lord, give him a second shot at life, another comment said.
What?
I mean, he kind of had one. He had a 5-month frickin'
Yeah, he had a 5-month vacation, a little bit.
furlough, so to speak, but not to make light of this at all. The caption of this video actually is kind of a gut punch right here, and it says he will never see daylight again. He had a nice run. Yeah.
And it is
Dude, if you've killed 4 people and then you break out of prison, I mean, you're only going to make if you had any hope of ever getting out, you just killed any hope you had of ever getting out. You know what I mean? That's crazy. Why would you do that? I mean, that just makes the situation 10 times worse. Makes no sense.
over for bro. All
It's
right,
over for
let's go
bro.
ahead and see what kind of
Damn, they had the
information
whole
we
SWAT
can
team
get
there.
from this. Oh, yeah, that's another thing, too. They said that when Derek Groves was being escorted into the cop car, he was blowing a kiss. Was he blowing a kiss to his girlfriend? Was it the girlfriend who turned him in? What is going on?
Derek Groves
I would not be blowing a kiss to her. She turned me in. See, that's where that's stupidity right there, yo. If you get out, you don't need to be with you don't need to be with a girl. You need to stay single because trust me, they're not loyal. They're not loyal to you by no means. You piss them off, she'll turn your ass in. Well, that's what she did.
got caught. We already knew he got snitched on. That was a given. But I thought it was going to be by someone who wanted the reward money or some shit. But no, the person who snitched on Derek Groves was his girlfriend,
Look
bro.
at how they
This
was
whole time I
living.
thought this
God dang, dude, they just had shit all over the place.
motherfucker was on the boat halfway to Ethiopia, laying low, switching locations and shit.
I did
The motherfucker's hiding spot was his girlfriend's crib in Atlanta. Apparently in the morning,
Oh, staying at his girlfriend. Staying at his girlfriend's crib. Oh boy.
they had a screaming match that was so
That's his
loud
father, I
the
think?
neighbors could hear it.
Or the
And
father
then
of
just
one
a
of the
couple
escapees.
hours later, after their argument, the SWAT team came kicking down their doors. So he pissed her off, and then she called the cops on his.
Hey, you know what? Being that that tells you how stupid she is because being that he's already killed 4 people, if she got into an argument with him, what made her think he wouldn't kill her? What's he got to lose? He's already killed 4 people. What's one more going to be? She got lucky if
Ass to get him up
he
out of
didn't
there.
kill her.
Now I'm really wondering if she did it for the love of the game or if she did it for the reward money because
Okay, so this is just somebody's talking head hot take on this situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, and again, I don't have any other information than what I'm getting from these videos, but I want to talk more about the living conditions, the squander, the filth that they were living in. You know, they said that there was an argument between him and his girlfriend. Was it because of the fact that he's just laid up, making a mess? He ain't even doing the dishes. She's out here going to work, working 2 jobs. I don't freaking know. But she's going to work.
Well, he can't go to work. He can't let nobody know what his name is. He's got to lay low. I mean, what'd you think you were bringing into the house? You wasn't bringing up some stand-up dude. You brought in a fugitive. He can't go work. He can't. He don't want to be caught. Don't want to be seen. I mean, come on.
And he's laid up, not doing a damn thing.
Children's shoes, wigs, clothing, buckets, and tinctures labeled with the names of flavors.
What the hell is his problem with bubble gum? What the heck is this thing with bubble gum?
Up in here. This is where he was.
Show me where he was.
This is the guy
And
that
the
owns the
crawl
house.
space, where Derek Groves was found hiding in a Southwest Atlanta basement. Authorities tracked him down to
Jeez.
Honeysuckle Lane nearly 5 months after authorities say the 4-time convicted killer climbed through a hole behind a jailhouse toilet and scaled a fence to escape.
What is your reaction to finding out that someone with those kinds of charges was living in your house?
I was shocked. I said, you gotta get the hell out of here.
Get that
The
out of
home's
here.
owner, Richard McQueen, let us inside. Most of the home's entrances had been breached and the home trashed.
Wow.
McQueen said the tenant was a young woman. He said he wasn't sure when she started renting because he'd been
See, this is why I've been in the rental game, and that's why I'm actively right now getting out of the rental game because you got people you rent to people and you like to think the best of people, man, but people will trash your place. They will destroy it, cost you money. Being a rental person, having rentals is not what they say it is by no means.
And out of town.
They paid rent.
Wow, look at the surveillance cameras that they had right there. It almost reminds you of shit, I don't know, that movie Belly or Scarface when they were coming to get Tony Montana. Can you imagine looking at those surveillance screens right there and just seeing all them authorities pulling up and just knowing that it's over? What do you do in that moment? Do you smoke that last blunt roach? Do you put on some socks and some whites? Because you've got to be prepared. You have to be prepared for the end, for them to get you. I wonder if he thought he would hold court in the street. I wonder why he didn't. I wonder if his life inside was better than his life outside. Maybe it was. Certainly look.
I don't know, man. See, it's all in perspective though, because some people if they've grown up on the street, like that's just where they've been their entire life. Going to prison to them probably isn't that bad. At least you don't have to worry about it's not the best food, but at least you get 3 meals a day and you got a place to sleep. But at the same time, you got to fight for your life in there, man. You got crazy people in there. If you're a child molester, I'll tell you right now, you ain't going to make it alive. That's for damn sure. But now, if you're somebody that has had a pretty average life where you've had a home, you've had a vehicle, not rich, but you do all right, going to prison would suck. It's just all in the mentality of, I guess, what you're accustomed to.
Looked like he was full up with all that bubble yum all over the damn place.
Bubble yum.
We don't need the audio on this one. So this post right here says Derek Groves' house for the past 3 months. They're just going to drive by this thing right here and look at the garage. We got the police tape all around this thing. We got the window boarded up, front door boarded up, garage boarded up.
Dude, I'd be having the cops pay for that shit. If they busted all that shit, somebody gonna be paying me.
Yeah, man, that is crazy right there. Who pays for those damages? Homeowner's got to sue the girlfriend to recoup any of that money, which you know that he never will. Somebody, top comment on this says, who is Derek Groves? LOL. Almost 30.
Yeah, see, that's the other thing. If they destroy your property, you can sue them, but you're never gonna get that. You're not gonna get any of that money. Never will.
500 likes on that comment. And it's crazy to think a story that captivated the nation for months. 10 escapees breaking out in a prison break-like escape in the middle of the night, brazen, running across 5 lanes of traffic in the heart of New Orleans. Just 5 months later, how the world forgets. Anybody talking about Antoine Massey anymore? Crazy to think what was once folklore goes out in just a little bit of a ball of flames. Not even that. Just a little bit of a like a dud.
Just fucking gone.
There's no crazy ending to this. Buddy probably got turned in by his girlfriend who got sick of his shit. She saw no way out except for a pot of gold at the end of that rainbow. There was light.
I bet you she sold him out for that $50,000 reward. I bet you she did, man. That's why I said there ain't no loyalty in this world. You think anybody's going to be loyal to you? They'll stab you in the back in a microsecond.
At the end of that tunnel, shaped like money signs. I wonder if she gets that $50K reward money. Because on one hand, you was aiding and abetting, but you did turn him in. I do believe that there's some fine print at the bottom of the Crime Stoppers reward hotline that probably says something.
Yeah, she might not get it. She might have just turned him in because she was just tired of his shit, whatever the hell he was doing. He's lucky. She ought to be lucky he didn't kill her. I wonder if she even knew that he killed 4 other people.
Like that. You can't hide somebody and still be eligible for the reward money. Looks like a pretty well-to-do neighborhood in Atlanta. And here's the crazy thing. You mean to tell me nobody ever saw this guy? Come on. They knew he was there. You know, the neighbors, the hood. Yeah, they knew he was there. But ain't nobody. Matter of fact, I can't say that. I don't think anybody thought that he was there. Because it doesn't, like, there is no such thing as a cred or a code of the streets anymore. $50,000 is $50,000.
Yeah, there ain't no cred. Used to be, you could turn, they turn their head the other way and say, I didn't see anything. I didn't see what happened. I didn't see nothing. I don't know nothing. Ain't got none of that shit no more. They'll turn your ass in a heartbeat.
$20 is $20. Think of what somebody will do for $20. But 50,000 smackaroos?
That's true, man. It's true. And then I heard somebody tell me, they're like, how do you catch a lot lizard? And somebody told me, take $100 bill and put it on a fishing line and hook it to the back of your car and drag it through a trailer park. I was like, that's so crazy. But yeah, shit, there's people who kill people over $20.
Shit, most people would probably turn their own damn grandmother in for that type of money. And this is it right here.
I would never do that to family, not my immediate family. Now, if it was any of my other family members, probably, because there's no loyalty. But I got respect for my entire family. It's so rare to find that nowadays. You can't find that in a girlfriend. You can't find that in a boyfriend, whichever. You just, my parents, they're the great, man. I got their back and they got my back. I don't care. I don't care if I'm wrong. I don't care if they're wrong. Even if they're wrong, I will beat say they get in trouble, they need help. Somebody tries to attack them or something, I'll beat their ass, ask questions later. I am not, that is hard to find anymore. Like, I know they have my back 100%. Even if I was wrong, they would back me and then we deal with it later. And I would do the same for them. And you don't find that anymore. That don't exist.
Here. Escaped New Orleans inmate blows a kiss at the camera as he's detained after 5 months on the run. Look at the cops being buddy-buddy with them. I'm sure they probably treated him pretty fairly. Hey, you want an extra hot dog tray, Mr. Derek Groves? Could you sign this roll of toilet paper for me? I mean, you are essentially folklore. The last of the Mohicans. Crazy to...
The last of the Mohicans. What the hell are the Mohicans?
Think. Hiding in a crawl space next to an HVAC system when you saw them coming on that surveillance camera. That's exactly what Buddy did. He saw him, his freaking Junes probably puckered up real tight, and he tried to crawl. There was nowhere else he could go. The house was surrounded. I wonder if they came in the middle of the night or they just came right at noon. They said the argument happened first thing in the morning, and there's no clear definitive answer as to whether it was a neighbor who called the police or the girlfriend who called the police. But whatever the case was, next thing we got is Derek Groves right here blowing a kiss at the camera. Farewell. 5 months from now, nobody will even know who this guy is, and that's the crazy thing about it. But there's one final thing that I want to leave you with in relation to the Derek Groves saga, in relation to the Orleans Parish Justice Center escape saga. And that is, hey, maybe Buddy wasn't laid up in the house being a slob, being a bum, just some guy on the couch.
Maybe that was her. How do we know?
Maybe he actually was working during the entire time that he was on the run, 5 months. Maybe that comes into play during his escape trial. Remember, they're going to throw the book at these guys. when it
Mhm.
comes to the sentencing for this escape. I'm not sure if any of the other former escapees have already been sentenced for the escape, but they were trying to give each one of them 10 additional years. For a guy like
Damn.
Derek Groves, who's about to have 4 life sentences, what does it even matter? That's all he was waiting on, was sentencing for those murder charges, which also took multiple trials for him to be convicted. I just want to throw that in as well, too. But again, there was speculation that Derek Groves was actually working at Walmart while on the run. When this picture
Okay. What? No, that can't be him. Hell no. That might be a female lookalike, but that ain't it. Is that him? Like maybe he's got a wig on. It looks like the same hairline. If not, that's his twin sister. I don't know.
surfaced, somewhat breaking the internet. You know, they say everybody's got a doppelganger, a twin,
Yeah.
and I'll be damned. Yo, if that's a lady right there,
That looks close.
you fooled me, because I damn sure was thinking like everybody else was.
Yeah, that kind of looks like him to a certain degree. Like the eyes, the lips, the nose, the hairline, and then it looks like a fake wig on top. Really? And what was her name? I can't read the name on the name tag. Damn, that if that's a female, that's definitely his twin sister.
That's God bless it, Derek Groves in a wig right there, which is also interesting because they mentioned in that filth that he was living in for the last 5 months in that man's rental property. Not only did they find all of those bubble yum wrappers all over the place, they also found a bunch of wigs in the house as well too. Did Derek Groves in fact take a note from the playbook that I narrated as I was covering this escape, saying if these guys are going to stand any chance at hell, they better be dressing up like white chicks out there? Did I?
How are they gonna dress up like white chicks though? They're black. How are they gonna do that? They can't paint themselves white. Dang, maybe that is him. I don't know.
Inadvertently give Derek Groves? I'm just kidding. Who knows? Maybe he did watch an after prison show video and be like, white chicks? That is a damn good idea. I'm about to go work at Walmart. Folks, what a fizzled out end to such a folklore type of a saga. The
Yep.
Orleans Parish Justice Center escape that took place earlier this year can finally be put to bed, with that final remaining fugitive, Derek Groves, just recently being apprehended. Do you think we'll ever hear about these guys again? Should we? What do you think in relation to Derek Groves being apprehended? Do you have any additional information as to what exactly happened? Possible
I don't know.
theories? Share them down below. I'd be interested to hear what you have to say. Hey, look, that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did so, please leave a like and a comment letting me know exactly what you thought about this. And as always, until next time, enjoy life, the free world, never take a moment for granted, and make the most of every day. Peace!
Joe is freaking hilarious, man. Yeah, I can't. I don't know that lady, man. She damn sure looks close to him. That might be him with a wig. I don't know. But at any rate, let's before we jump into the next thing, there's something I need to check out real fast. Um, yeah, it looks like we're good here. All right. Let's watch some robbers fucking getting shot. Let's see something that we haven't already seen though. That's the thing, trying to find ones that we haven't already watched here on the stream. Pharmacist shoots at robbers It's what? Hell no. Pharmacist shoots at robbers and gets fired. Why? Clerk shoots robbery suspect. Ring camera shows. Okay, let's see.
If you haven't seen this yet, come to the screen and take a look at this. I have some surveillance video to show you that we just got in tonight. A clerk at a gas station in Darbydale says he had no choice last night when he pulled out this gun and shot an armed robber. Tonight, we're getting our first look at the confrontation, which was caught on this store's surveillance video. NBC4's Ted Hart spoke with that clerk today, and he's live at the gas station
Good for
on
him,
Norton
man.
Road. Ted?
And Ellie, all day today, regular customers here at the M&M Food Mart and gas station have been stopping by, talking to the owner and the clerk, making sure that they're okay. Well, they are okay, but it was a wild few seconds of gunplay last night, and it is kind of remarkable that no one is dead.
Got some hits in on him.
It was about 9:30 last night when the gunman strolls in, holding his right hand out of sight. The clerk picked up on that immediately and reached back for his gun, already in his back pocket.
Go! Stop! Mark the back!
The clerk asked that we not show his face.
He pulled the gun and said, "Give me the money."
In that moment, he says, it felt like do it or die.
I didn't even think about it. I just pulled the gun. If I didn't do it first, it was me.
Did he get a shot on him?
It was him or me. I mean, I didn't have choice.
Store owner Aziz Khattab says after the store was robbed 3 times last year and the clerks turned over all the money, he'd had enough and started keeping a gun in the store.
Yeah, I would too.
For this. We put 12, 14, 15 hours a day. And for somebody to walk in from the middle of nowhere and try to take your life and your money, that makes no sense.
Yeah,
the alleged gunman, Emmanuel Ham, got away, but showed up at a local hospital a little while later with a gunshot wound to his hand. He is now in custody.
At least he did get a hit in on him.
The first thought in his mind last night was his children. Now says he feels sorry for the gunman.
Maybe he has a family too. Maybe he has kids. I know what he did.
Fuck that. I wouldn't feel sorry for him. No. Screw that. What are they talking about? He's talking crazy. All right, armed robber. Let's see. Robbery suspect uses stick to pretend he has a gun and gets shot. What? That's just stupid. Treadmill abuse murder trial. Video defendant and victim at gym. Woman shoots at 3 robbers. Yeah, I remember that. Man shoots 2 would-be robbers. California. Yep, good old California. Good old shithole. Shoot these motherfuckers. Get rid of them. I guess we ain't got no audio. Yeah, look at the way they're pulling out. He got a hit on that one. Yeah, he definitely got a hit on that one. I wish we had some audio on that, though. 30 most disturbing gang encounters caught on camera.
Don't compromise quality insurance for savings or your time for this ad. Hit that skip button.
What's wrong with you, man? Nah, man. I'm open.
While it's a sunny day in downtown Washington, D.C., the tranquility is suddenly disrupted by an unfortunate event that suddenly happens to 2 older men.
Hey, watch out behind you.
2 women who don't look like criminals have decided to commit a crime against 2 older men. Unexpectedly, the victims can restrain one, but the other tries to fight back.
What the fuck is wrong with people, man? That's a coward move. That's a coward move. Those are the people who need to be lined up and fucking shot in the head. Fuck these people, bro. This, first of all, if you pick on elderly, you pick on disabled people, you pick on children, and I would say women, although some of them deserve to get knocked around. Look, I'm not advocating hitting women, but some of them do some pretty egregious shit. But anyways, if you do that, you're a coward, man. You deserve to just get blasted in the head. There's no reason for you to be around. We don't need those type
Amid the
of people.
chaos, one of the perpetrators freed himself from the victim's grip. They left the victim and successfully continued their crime spree, leaving the victim injured and in shock. On June 26, 2021, the inevitable incident occurred at Club Paradise, creating tension and generating reports from panicked residents about what was happening in the area.
And you know, that's the thing, man. Like, I understand that there's Mexican gangs, there's black gangs, there's white gangs. But why is all this shit happening in predominantly black areas, man? I mean, what the fuck? It's crazy. I'm not saying all black people, I'm not trying to categorize, but damn, man. It seems like it's always that way, you know?
The CCTV footage shows a bustling atmosphere outside the club, with people from different groups gathering. Still, in the middle of the day, they became involved in a feud and escalated the situation.
See, and that's a coward's way too. Anybody can pull a trigger, yo. I mean, you got to have a firearm nowadays because everybody's a coward. Everybody's got to pull a trigger. It's the only way they can fight. But that's the coward's way.
One of the perpetrators who started the shooting escaped into a house where he continued to attack the other group outside through the door. Following this incident, Temple police searched
Does he really not understand that bullets can go through doors? That door ain't gonna help him.
for the perpetrators, who were still at large. On a quiet night in Atlanta, an incident involving a teenager leads us to severe challenges and consequences.
What's wrong with you, man? Why you shoving me like that for, man?
That night, reports came in from a convenience store on Atlanta Avenue. Officers responded to reports of an altercation involving a gun. They found Taven Shelton, a 17-year-old juvenile, about to leave the convenience store.
Don't move.
I got a gun on board.
6'9" recovered. Don't move.
Go ahead.
The officers should have taken action against Shelton. After a search, an unexpected object was found. The police officers took him away for further investigation. In East Oakland, video surveillance captured an incident at a store in the middle of the night. A tense atmosphere was in the air as a group of people wearing black hoodies and some wearing face masks entered the store.
Yeah, it's always, God, man, I hate to be fucking stereotypical, man. But they're always wearing face masks and hoodies, yo. Like, that's gonna, I don't know. Kids are just stupid anymore these days. They're just fucking dumb.
They initially asked the store owner for tobacco, but when asked for their identities, they refused to give it.
Give me everything right now. Right now, everything.
Sensing that something was about to happen,
See, that's coward bullshit. This is a group. This ain't a group of gangsters. This is a group of cowards. See, if I'm in that position, I don't care if there's 5 or 6 of them. I'm gonna have to die, but I'm gonna make sure I get a couple holes in at least 1 or 2 of them. I'm not complying. I don't care. I ain't open the cash register. You have to shoot me. Screw it.
the shopkeeper was cautious and didn't act rashly until the predictable incident occurred. One of them pulled out a gun and pointed it at the shopkeeper. They took money from the drawer and some items from the shop before running away. On a night in Atlanta, a disturbance on a roadside turns into a tragedy. In this footage, a group of people are arguing with each other, increasing tension. They are seen carrying items that can be used to commit violence against each other, creating a tense atmosphere that night. The unrest came to a tragic end in May when Dominic McKibbins, an 18-year-old teenager, was shot and killed on Donald Lee Hollowell Parkway. Atlanta police are now trying to identify those involved in the incident. It was a quiet shopping day at Oakbrook Center Mall. However, an unexpected incident turned the atmosphere into chaos. In the surveillance video, several people ran into the Louis Vuitton store, making shoppers panic. They quickly grabbed items without paying attention to the shopkeeper.
So stupid, man.
These people continued their actions. The shopkeeper tried to stop them, but some thieves resisted and tried to...
This is what your life boils down to. You gotta go steal women's purses. Are you that broke? You gotta go steal women's purses? I bet you they're wearing panties. I bet you they ain't even got underwear on. It's fucking crazy.
Despite the efforts of the shopkeeper to stop the thieves, some items were stolen. A shocking event quickly unfolded at an Apple store in California, causing confusion and panic among visitors to the busy Apple store. While the store was busy, a group of men quickly ran into the store. They acted quickly and organized, regardless of the people who were there.
Oh my gosh, are you kidding me?
The moment was captured when the group of men continued the action.
See, this is what bothers me though. Is you got like two guys, right? That run into this place. The deal, they got how many people standing around in that store? And didn't nobody even try to jump in? Like, they could have all swarmed them. I mean, they were outnumbered, and they're just going to sit there and watch it. Not me, man. Shit, like I said, they're going to have to kill me. They better hope I'm not around. I can't believe that. All them people just standing there. And just let them take them. I can't believe that.
While the shopkeeper could only see and could not prevent their action. And after the action was successful, they ran away without regret. On a night in Detroit, we explore the slums full of nightlife.
Damn, Detroit's like... Shit, I thought where I'm at's bad. Man, they got... Damn, that's like ghetto.
The atmosphere is tense but also engaging to explore. Along the streets, we see many young people huddled together, busy with their activities, creating a unique and different image from other areas of Detroit. Driving through the dark and seedy streets, we see young men gathered together, perhaps looking for fun or to relax. However, there is an eerie atmosphere that emanates from the darkness and squalor of this area. In a Memphis gas station store, what should be a quiet night turns into chaos. An argument between two men takes center stage, bringing tension to the forefront.
I'm good. That nigga ran off in my shit, bro. I'm here doing business with you, man. Ran off in my car and tore my car up, man. Done tore my car up, bro.
Two men are involved in an altercation, seen arguing with each other in a rising tone of voice. One of the men shouts angrily, trying to explain their problems.
What you about this motherfucker? I'm down this motherfucker. I'm just trying to tell you, you ain't doing about here, bro. He is not leaving, bro. He's not leaving. He's not.
Unexpectedly, The angry man takes unexpected action against the other man, who is shirtless. Physical violence ensues, and people who see the scene are forced to intervene to separate and calm the two men so that the situation does not escalate further. On a sunny day at the Lakeside Mall in Benoni, the once tranquil everyday life was instantly turned into a scene from an action movie.
You got crazy people
CCTV
everywhere out
footage
there,
shows
yo.
shoppers running from the mall's exits, looking for shelter, and a tense atmosphere is instantly created around the mall. Something dangerous is about to happen.
What the fuck? This is crazy.
As the chaos continues, no one dares to get in the way of the confrontation. Bullets were scattered throughout the mall, threatening everyone who was there. The situation began to calm down as the armed group got their loot. A warning for Chicago's West Side, where a wave of armed robberies overshadowed Tuesday morning. The Chicago Police Department issued a warning to the local community after 10 tragic incidents occurred in just 2 hours.
Dark-colored sedan pulled up just before 7:30 Saturday night, and 4 armed men with hoods up wearing masks jump out, taking his wallet at gunpoint that had 2.
Surveillance footage captured the tense moment when 2 men were attacked by a group of armed men outside an auto repair shop. The robbers mercilessly pointed guns at the men.
What? Like, do these people really think they're gangsters? I mean, are they really that stupid? I want to see how gangster they are when they're in prison. They're not very gangster in prison. As a matter of fact, they acted like they do on the outside. On the inside, they'd probably get stabbed a few times.
Cash a customer had just paid him inside.
Nunca pensé que me fuera a tocar a mí.
He says he never thought it would happen to him, but this man is just one of more than a dozen people robbed.
Inside the garage, the robbers threatened the men and demanded their property. They quickly took valuables and money before fleeing the scene. On the sunny afternoon of June 28th, 2022, a normally quiet gas station witnessed horrific
This is why you gotta have a firearm on you. Gotta have one on you at all times.
action between 2 groups of men who suddenly
Because people don't play fair anymore. Everybody shoots.
found themselves in a tense encounter. A man gets out of a white sedan with a gun in his hand and walks toward the entrance of the store. However, his steps are stopped as something terrible is about to happen to him. And then it gets even scarier.
What the fuck?
The man
And they just do this shit out in broad daylight. And it's all, and 9 times out of 10, it's because of some gang beef. Like, this is ridiculous.
without hesitation, returns fire at the perpetrator in the black sedan. The shooting was inevitable, making customers inside the store run outside to save themselves. A tragedy has shaken the lives of a Stanislaus County family. They are demanding justice after losing loved ones in a deadly home invasion in Ceres last September.
I'm opening it.
What's your name?
I'm opening it.
What's your name?
I'm opening
What's your name? What's your name?
The home invasion occurred in the early morning hours in the 2600 block
Why
of
the hell does he
Gondring
want to know
Road.
what his name
Surveillance footage shows the group pointing a gun at the victim, Christian Sanchez. After Sanchez opens the door, several of the burglars enter the house, while one tries to tamper with the surveillance camera. The scene is agitated, and the presence of a life-threatening weapon adds to the tension. A bank employee was doing his job on a sunny...
Damn, that shit's just crazy, yo. That just tells you how many people. There's a lot of people out there that don't give a
he
shit.
carries valuables inside the bank into an armored vehicle parked outside.
Now this is stupidity right here, yo. Them Brinks drivers, you know they're armed. I hope he gets a couple holes in whoever tries to come up here.
However, when the bank employee opened the vehicle's back door, a tense scene ensued. A group of robbers who had been lurking in a nearby black car got out and pointed a gun at the bank employee.
Damn.
The employee was
helpless. He should have a firearm on him.
helpless, and the robbers freely looted the contents of the armored vehicle. After robbing the contents of the vehicle, the robbers fled in their car, leaving chaos and fear at the scene.
Jeez.
An unexpected event shakes up the afternoon atmosphere in a jewelry store. As the incident unfolded, the atmosphere became
That's
tense and full
fucking
of fear.
crazy.
Staff and customers were...
Speaking of jewelry stores, the one of them I do repairs for, they've been hit like 3 times in the last 6 months. 3 times in the last 6 months. And you know why? Because they got their cases right by the front door. All they gotta do is run in, smash the cases, and grab jewelry, and off they go. They've done it 3 times, and I don't think they've caught the people that have done it.
Unable to do much when the robbery took place. The beautifully displayed jewelry in the window became an easy target for the robbers, who were quick to act. However, shockingly, a man suspected to be the store owner showed incredible courage. Without hesitation, he picked up a gun and fired a single bullet into the leg of one of the robbers, forcing them to flee quickly. A shocking event occurs at the Topanga Mall, in a city
Man, I wouldn't have shot one bullet. I'd been trying to hit as many of them as I could.
that never sleeps.
What the fuck?
A shocking scene as a mysterious group of people invade the mall. Police officers investigate earnestly, trying to uncover the common thread behind this series of events.
Like, where do these people have like no heart, no moral compass? Like, what the hell's wrong with these people? I mean, this shit's fucked up. This is why I think they should just have everybody who even works the job period carries a firearm. We need to just start mass executing these motherfuckers. Start mass executing them, man. Line them up, blow them in the head. We don't need people like this.
This question comes after a series of flash mob robberies in LA County. This is the second such incident this week alone.
See, this is the shit they let go in California, yo. I mean, they just let the shit happen.
But are these incidents related, or are they just coincidences? Behind the city's bright lights, the night is only sometimes friendly. At a North Memphis gas station, the quiet of the night is disturbed by an unexpected act. Under the dim lights, a man is refueling his car. Unexpectedly, bad luck stalks him. A footstep approaches slowly. A mysterious figure emerges from the shadows carrying evil intentions. The eyewitness who saw the incident could remain silent, not daring to fight back for his safety.
Why you play me like that? Give me all your money. Give me all your money. Right now. I ain't got no money. Give me everything in your pocket, cuz. Give me everything. Everything. Right now.
Damn.
Give me everything.
The silence of the night bears witness to a robbery. Fear enveloped the victim at gunpoint. Threat after threat was made, forcing the victim to hand over his valuables. Behind the bright lights of the city, the night is not always friendly.
That is so crazy. And see, you already know what time it is when they walk in like that. When I had a store, I had 5 of them walk in just like that. And I didn't even hesitate, man. They seen I was holding a gun. I pulled that sucker out, had it in my hand, boy. I don't play with that shit. If they come in 4 or 5 at a time like that, you know what time it is.
A store in North Houston witnesses a gripping incident that shatters the tranquility of the night.
This video from a store in North Houston shows a clerk as he faces 4 robbers with guns aimed right at his...
Under the dim lights, a shopkeeper is unaware of lurking danger. 4 men enter the store pretending to be shoppers, but moments later, they carry evil intentions.
Some cigarettes. The clerk was not hurt, thankfully. But if you know who
Yeah, they think there's some gangsters. These ain't gangsters. These are fucking cowards. And then these are the same people, if they do get shot and they get killed, then you got their mother on TV the next day saying how they were such a good kid. You know? Like, really? It's like, no, because we had that happen around here a while back. There was it was either a 16-year-old or 17-year-old tried to rob a convenience store, and clerk shot and killed him, man. One round to the head. And his mother, like the next day, is on TV saying he crying, saying he was such a good kid. He wasn't like bullshit. Really? You knew what he was doing.
these men are, call Crime Stoppers at 713-222-TIPS.
The shopkeeper realizes something terrible will happen and is helpless against the menacing robbers. Fear and panic envelop the situation. Investigations are now underway to identify the perpetrators. Police officers are working hard to gather evidence and hunt down these criminals. Behind the tranquil town of Shelbyville,
Just a bunch
a
of
reckless
cowards,
act
man.
shook the quiet night.
They really gonna try to take an ATM. Let's see.
2 men have planned an epic crime spree at an automated teller machine. They work carefully together, carrying the tools that will be used to carry out this action. They are seen following their plan meticulously, making sure each step is done perfectly.
Say what?
Using a car and a chain, the 2 men begin their action without hesitation, and it takes little time for the moment of their planned action to be accomplished. Although they manage to get away with some money, the police are investigating to identify and arrest the perpetrators. A very daring incident was captured on the security camera footage of a gun store in Houston, Texas.
Okay, now this takes some special people. Who goes in and robs a gun store? Like, that's next level stupid. I hope somebody in there gets shot. Not the owner or the people working there, preferably one of these guys.
The
Oh,
footage
it might
shows
be
that a group had
closed.
carefully planned this stunt in
Oh, it's closed. Damn.
the middle of the night. They have carefully parked the truck to facilitate their actions. Several members of the group work together for this epic moment.
Jesus Christ, dude.
With the store looking deserted and without a single guard, the robbers were free to carry out their actions. The CCTV was the only silent witness to this incident.
See, and look at this, man. You know, that person worked their whole life for this bullshit. And you could lose it all in a matter of seconds, really.
While no one else was around. A potentially dangerous prank occurred on the night of March 4th, 2023, at a Memphis gas station. A man was cleaning the road at the gas station, not knowing that someone in a car was planning a dangerous prank. And look what happened
boy.
next.
Jeez, come on, man.
In the surveillance
I mean, right next to a gas pump, that's dangerous, yo. I mean, you could have blew that whole freaking place up.
footage, a car exits the gas station and suddenly stops. The car's driver lights up something that appears to be dangerous to the people cleaning the area. Moments later, a severe prank by the driver occurs. Quickly, the person leaves the scene after performing the act. On a quiet Monday afternoon in Pleasant Hill, California, Estates Consignments witnessed an exciting event.
Here you see the woman walking out and stalling, trying to keep the security guard from shutting the door to let her friends in. But they force the door open and bum rush their way inside.
A watch and jewelry store becomes the setting for suspense as a female shopper leaves the store, unaware of the threat lurking outside. The store owner becomes suspicious of her activities and senses that something terrible is about to happen.
Damn, man. She be in it on it too. Line her up with them too. Get rid of them. be part of it. So apparently they must have kept their door locked. So she went in there, and then when they went out, she was taking her time so they'd have time to get in before he could lock it back.
After a worker screams, Marcoux makes his way to the jewelry section, as do the intruders. Marcoux then pulls out his gun. The group scatters out of the...
However, in this tense incident, the shopkeeper showed courage and quick thinking. Without hesitation, he took drastic measures to protect his business. A security
Man, he should have just laid some holes into them.
video shows a tense moment at an upscale clothing store in Queens. Over the weekend, this shocking incident rocked the Ridgewood neighborhood and highlighted New York's growing security concerns.
Security video shows the robbers.
The footage shows a group of people quickly entering the store. This scene creates an atmosphere of tension that feels real.
For the next couple minutes, the robbers fill garbage bags with high-end jeans, sweatshirts, jackets, and more.
See, I couldn't sit there, man. They'd have to shoot me. I'd be all over, man. I know it would be the end, but I'm not just going to sit there and watch them take my stuff, man. That you've worked hard to obtain.
They leave one rack almost completely empty.
Police efforts to investigate similar cases have not made it clear whether the perpetrators were involved in other crimes around Queens and Brooklyn. The store shelves are almost empty within minutes, with many pairs of high-end jeans and jackets stolen. 2 patrol officers from the Ohio Police Department were driving quietly, carrying out their routine duties to keep the city safe. Suddenly, their eyes fell on a car traveling at high speed, raising suspicions.
El Salvador. Okay, gotcha. All right, I'm not going to issue a citation or anything like that, all right? I'm just going to run your information.
The officers chase the suspicious car, and eventually, the suspicious vehicle stops with several passengers inside. A routine check of the suspected driver and passengers was conducted.
Okay. I'm just going to put you back here for just a second, okay?
Upon further investigation, police found sufficient evidence to arrest Velasquez Larin and an associate who was also a suspect. Both were then taken into custody. On May 8th, 2022, the silence of the night at Hotel Native Denver was broken by a commotion. A heated argument erupted between several men, triggering an unexpected chain of events at 3 a.m.
Hey, you know what they say? Nothing good ever happens after midnight, y'all.
The scene initially looks normal, with a few men walking down the hotel hallway, but what happens next is unpredictable and shocking to everyone inside.
Shit, half of them are drunk.
Surveillance footage captured the tense moment.
You
At
can
first,
tell that one
the
guy's
atmosphere
drunk.
seems normal. However, the tension slowly escalated as the arguments became more heated. The atmosphere is full of anger and frustration.
Look, and they're just shooting to be shooting. They don't even know what they're shooting at. They're just shooting to be shooting. It's fucking crazy, yo. Hold on. I gotta pull this back up. There we go.
Suddenly, the situation explodes. An unexpected incident occurred at the Balenciaga store, creating a dire situation.
It took the group from Newark just 24 seconds to steal 48 handbags from the Balenciaga store in East Hampton Village 2 weeks ago.
When she went into the store... When the store was quiet, without expecting anything wrong to happen, 4 individuals entered the store as they appeared to be moving quickly and in an organized manner. The police responded quickly after the incident was reported. In Philadelphia, on September 26, 2023, a tense atmosphere is created in the vicinity of 607 Walnut Street as an Apple store becomes the scene of a horrific incident captured on videotape.
Where the hell did all these people come from? All these fucking...
In the footage, the group is seen
Look at them. Some of them are even laughing. What? I bet you put a couple holes in these dickheads, they wouldn't be
their way
laughing.
into the store. They quickly carried out their well-planned action, creating a tense situation inside the store.
All right, this is almost over. We're not going to finish this one. We got to find one where they're actually taking these dudes out, because that shit's starting to piss me off. That's just crazy. Robbers get shot by security guard. Yeah, let's see that. Take these dickheads out. Oh, get him. Get him, get him. Get him. I'm shot, bro. I'm shot. That's what you get, motherfucker. Fuck them. See, that's kind of shit I like to see. I like to see them get hit, get some holes in them. Maybe even take the room temperature challenge. That's what I like to see. I remember seeing that one. That was the mom. And she shot that dude straight in the chest, boy. Would-be carjackers get into shootout with off-duty cop. Huh. Wow. That one wasn't good. I can't believe he didn't get no hits in on any of those guys. Customers attack murder suspect during convenience store robbery. Valeroo gas station clerk shoots.
To an armed robbery that turned deadly. Surveillance video shows two suspects walking into a Valero gas station in the area of 2400 West Sunrise Boulevard. One goes behind the counter, pistol whips the clerk, and holds a gun to the clerk's head, while the other suspect grabs cash from over the counter. Police say when the robbers took off, the clerk ran after them, shooting at the getaway vehicle. A short time later, one of the suspects was found dead in Hollywood. The Broward Sheriff's Office is still investigating.
Dang, we didn't get to actually see it, though. That's the thing. We got to find one where we can actually... Oh, yeah, I remember that one. That was when the 14-year-old shot the guy in the face. Guard at Compton Smoke Shop. Armed robbery suspect shot and killed by police. Security footage shows Texas jeweler defend himself in shootout with robbers. Armed mugger gets shot by armed victim. Not that one. Caught on camera. 20 smash. No. Robber regrets taking shot at angry family. Oh, I remember that one right there. The liquor store owner. He blew that guy's arm off with a shotgun. Good for him. And he's running out like a bitch. He's like, oh, he shot my arm off. He shot my arm off. Here, we'll watch it again just for this.
Enter the liquor store in the dead of night here in the small town of Norco, California, about 50 miles east of Los Angeles. After a recent uptick in robberies in the area, the owner installed high-tech security cameras around the perimeter of the property. When the suspects pulled up to the store, the owner was watching them on his monitor, ready to defend his business. The suspect goes running, screaming for his life. The getaway car.
This is not too gangster once you get shot, huh? He shot my arm off. He shot my arm off. Crying like a little bitch.
Peels out as one suspect struggles to get in the passenger side. Meanwhile, 80-year-old
Can you hear him?
Craig Cope stands guard with his rifle in hand in case any trouble comes back.
Good
a
for
short
him.
time later, he reportedly suffered a heart attack from the ordeal.
Oh,
he was
wow.
rushed to the hospital, but is going to be okay. Tamara Gibbons says her boss is a hero.
I'm glad that they caught the guys, and I'm glad Craig shot him. I mean, he's a local hero, you know.
Yeah,
especially,
for real.
you know, he's 80 years old.
Boom. Shot his arm off. Good for him. You do stupid things, you get stupid consequences. Bad things happen to you. Video shows car running. Oh, this is great. Video shows car running over suspected robber, causing him to shoot himself. What?
On 10 News, an armed robber run down by his own victim. So take a look at the surveillance video. See the guy right here? He's running along, trying to get to that getaway car. He just leaves him. These are the victims, and they run him down as he tries to get away.
Right.
When he's hit, he accidentally shoots himself in the head. This
What?
is how it started. Gun.
Yeah, that's what I like to call instant karma. Sometimes it's instant, sometimes it takes a day, sometimes it takes weeks, sometimes it takes months, sometimes it takes years. But when you do bad shit, that shit comes back to you eventually. Sometimes instantly, like in this
Running
case.
across the parking lot toward this car. People were getting inside. He robs the 4 people in there. One of the women in here, you can see she jumps out. She runs inside the restaurant to get help. Now take a look at what happens inside this Denny's. The people realize there's something going on. They're running for cover. They're panicked. They don't know what to do. Finally, they come outside. Police arrive, and police, that's how they found him. The gunman run over. He shot himself in the head. He's in the hospital now, but nobody else was hurt.
I hope he didn't survive. He didn't need to survive. That's great. See, that's the kind of shit I love to see. Run his ass over. And Kaza. Store owner beats down gun-wielding cell phone thief. Beats him down. General store owner shoots at would-be robbers. Oh, really? Did he get a hit on him? I hope he got a hit on that dude. Yeah, I don't know if I'd chase him down because you never know. There might be more waiting outside. I don't know. That's a good idea. See, clerk shoots robbers. Yeah, we've seen that one. Oh, does he shoot him? Did he shoot him or just shoot at him?
We are now hearing from the homeowner who shot at 2 suspected thieves. We showed you video yesterday of the 2 young men rummaging through the SUV. Moments after, the homeowner took matters into his own hands. KENS 5's Meredith Haas spoke to the homeowner, who says the scare has left his family shaken.
I could have killed one of them, or they could have killed me.
A late night for Avelio Soto's family after returning home from their kids' track practice.
So he didn't kill them. We don't want to watch that. Let's see the kids, man. Robert Stopp knocked out by state boxing champion. Damn, he got fucked up. Yeah, we've seen that one. So he shoots one of them. Okay.
These eyes blink.
These eyes wink.
This ought to be good.
And these eyes help those eyes see their best.
With a quality eye exam and 2 pairs of glasses at one great
Oh, come on. Let's get through this.
An eye exam plus 2 progressives for $159.95 at America's Best.
An attempted robbery ended with a double shooting in Wissinoming. It happened on the 4200 block of East Cheltenham Avenue around 1:50 yesterday afternoon. The entire incident was caught on surveillance video. Police say the victim was able to wrestle the suspect's gun away from him, but a second suspect then opened fire. The victim was hit twice, but was able to shoot back, hitting the second suspect at least once. The victim is in the hospital in stable condition, and police say the suspects took off in a dark-colored SUV.
Oh. Damn. Doesn't sound like the bad guys died, though. Oh, yeah, I love this. I remember this. The guy walks into a convenience store, and the guy just beats the shit out of him. Comes up behind him. Here, we'll watch it. Again, I don't know if we've covered it on this one.
You're about to watch one of the funniest armed robberies I've ever seen in my life.
but it also teaches us some good lessons. Hi everyone, it's John with today's active self-protection lesson out of Puerto Rico. This armed robbery is unlike one I have ever seen in my life. It's going to teach us some important lessons here about the willingness to step into third-party encounters, that you better have not just the attitude, but the skills and the plan to protect yourself and everyone around you from an armed robbery, and about the difference between protection and punishment. So what you see here is we've sped up the beginning, and these folks are just checking out. Now the guy in the darker shirt apparently is one of the more well-known, like really bad dudes in town. And these other two guys come in, and you can see the guy in all black there pulled a gun out of his waistband, and now he's robbing the store.
You can tell that, you can tell that dude, he's been down this road before. Because as soon as he seen it, he immediately put his stuff down. Immediately. Let me back that up. Watch that guy in the back. He already knew
the guy
what
in all
was
black
up.
there pulled a gun out of his waistband, and now he's robbing the store. Now I want you to pay attention to the guy in the gray shirt, who is again notorious for being a stone cold killer in this town, apparently. And you can see him just putting stuff down while this armed robbery's going. Now the guy in the gray and the black with the gray hat on looks like an accomplice, and our bad dude comes over here, grabs the guy in a headlock and grabs his gun. And now this armed robbery gets
Oh, his buddy ain't even gonna help him.
squirrely in a hurry. You can see he's got a hold of the gun and he's got a hold of the guy, and so now what's everybody gonna do? Well, he's gonna sit here and talk to him. Well, that dude's accomplice heads out the door. He's had it.
Boy, his boy ain't very loyal. He got the hell out of there. Damn.
Enough of that. And our friend here now
So
has
much for your
the
friend,
hold
boy.
of this guy. He's got a hold of the gun with him, and he's gonna take him down. And now he's gonna proceed to give him what we would call an educational beatdown.
Hell
They're
yeah.
still trying to get a hold of him at this point. So you can see the clerks come over the counter here, and they're trying to really get this guy under some control. You can see the bad dude there put the gun on the counter for a little while, and now the educational beatdown's about to start in earnest because they got him under control, and now this guy is going to weigh the tune on him a little bit to remind him that we should not do these things. And again, he's mad here, and this guy, I'm not saying is a law-abiding dude. In fact, he has apparently quite a reputation in his town, and now he's going to hit him enough times that this dude is out. And you can see that the clerk's got him over there, and this guy is out. And if you're paying attention, he's starting to bleed pretty good. Now, our dude who's
good, that's what that dude gets. This is great. This is the kind of shit I like to see. Stupid people getting what they deserve.
There has put his gun in his hand. You can see him. He's got the gun by the muzzle, and he's going to butt stroke him once there. Stick the gun in his pocket because, hey, free gun. And now he's going to go back and grab his ice cream and his sodas and the stuff that his buddy was putting on.
Hey, look at him. Look at the guy. Looks like he's crying.
The counter when all this armed robbery started. Give this guy some more jaw, and then he's gonna leave, and this one's over, and that bad guy took a beating, and then he's gonna get the cops called on him and head to the hospital. So let's go back and think about a couple of lessons out of this one.
Yeah,
one of
that
the
one's
funnier
great.
armed robberies I've ever seen in a lot of ways. And the first thing,
Yeah, I'd seen that one already, but we need to see it again. I don't know if I had it on stream before, but yeah, that one was great. Let's see. Heist attempt. Armored car crew comes under gunfire on highway. Huh. SWAT sniper kills Florida bank robber holding hostages. Houston officers open fire. No. Wannabe thief stopped by locked door. Yeah. Armed robber posing as delivery person has home invasion attempts. Yeah, okay. See, this would be the prime example. A 15 and a 21-year-old shot and killed in an attempted robbery of a Chinese supermarket. And then I bet you their parents were probably on the TV the next day talking about how sweet and innocent their kids are.
The supermarket bandits have been identified as 15-year-old Tyrese Adams and 22-year-old Orwin Garway, both of East from Velt. They were shot by a security guard during an attempted robbery at a Chinese supermarket in Hatfield Street. According to the police, 4 males armed with handguns on Tuesday evening attempted to rob the Jai Jai supermarket. The bandits approached separate cashier booths in the supermarket, with one of them pointing his gun at one of the cashiers, while the other ransacked the second cashier booth. A 35-year-old security guard who was on duty at the time was armed with a loaded 9mm pistol when the two bandits entered the supermarket dressed in dark clothing with ski masks and guns. The guard said he emerged from inside the supermarket and confronted the bandits who attempted to escape.
Yeah, kill him.
That's when he discharged his
That's where they belong.
firearm. One of the two bandits fell in the supermarket, while the other ran out of the building and collapsed on the road. Two other males were observed standing outside the supermarket but made good their escape. Two motorcycles were also in front of the supermarket with keys.
Yeah, but they were such good innocent, they were innocent children. They'd never do anything crazy like that, Defender Rex robber who telegraphed his intentions? Uh-oh.
Was this a smart play getting ready, or was it a too?
Hold on, let's skip through all this stuff.
Two guys here chilling. You can see it's like 2:30 in the morning according to the timestamp. I don't know if that's accurate, but that's what the timestamp says. See two dudes on a moto ride by. So our two guys kind of pay attention to them, and here a few seconds later, you're going to see them kind of paying attention a little bit more, and now watch our two same guys go back the other way. So now our guys, one takes his purse off, and the other one draws a firearm, chambers it, and hides it behind his back. And when our two miscreants,
he's like, I'm ready for him,
show up a third time, you are going to see our guy with a firearm get there first and absolutely plug the guy in the red shirt. The other,
it's stupid. He got exactly what he deserved. I mean, that's crazy. At least, good thing he was ready, boy.
The guy rode off. I don't have any follow-ups on this. You can see that our defender here got a hold of the firearm that red shirt guy was trying to rob them with, and he was unsuccessful. It sure looks to me like he took the asphalt temperature challenge. All right, before we get to the lessons, what do you think? Was this foolhardy or was it good planning? Let me know your thoughts in the comments.
Good planning. He was ready. All right, I think we're going to call it a night, or I'm going to call it a night, guys. This has definitely been a good stream. I should be back here hopefully tomorrow between 5 and 9 Eastern time. If you want to hang around a little bit, we'll jam out to some metal. But if not, I'll see you guys tomorrow between 5 and 9 Eastern time. But I appreciate you guys tuning in with me. It's the Gangster Jeweler, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care, y'all.